Well. Back with another ep. We got today. It's a big board. Today is just the top 25 players that we think that are in the class. Basically, the top 25. Um, Hopefully in the future we can do a little more. But for the first time, trying to narrow it down 25, it was a lot. So I could just imagine doing 50, 75, 100. That could be crazy.
Crazy, man.
But man, Mo, tell people how you feeling, bro.
Feel good, man. I'm excited to do the big board. This was fun just making it. Got a lot of, I think, surprises on here. As far as people, there's a lot of consensus people that are lower on mine. Also, a few that are higher than again what the consensus would have. But man, I'm excited to get into it. I even got some honorable mentions who hurt me to leave out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, 25 players. That's Yeah, I had to try and get my favorite 25 in there. So
Yeah. There's some people like, and I'm not doing this like for clicks. And this is I genuinely believe like these are the top 25. Like I ain't trying to cause no controversy. No, this is what I genuinely believe in. You know, some
mhm.
people might think I'm crazy. Some people might not. We'll see. So, so you can start off with your 25, which are with your honorable mentions, I should say. Then I'll give mine.
Ooh, man. All right. My first honorable mention, Concepcion. Now,
Really?
yeah. Now I really wanted to get him in there just because I do think he's a good player, and I think he's a really good player, man, and I think he has the ability to come in and really, really help the team. Um, just he can run routes. It's fast. He even has some return ability. He could punt return. Man, the dude is good. It hurt me to leave him out. Another one hurt me probably the most to leave him out is D'Angelo Ponce. It hurt me to leave him out, man. Um, because I think he's like top 25. I mean, he could be 25A if that's the thing. Like he's right there. But it was hard for me to get him in. He's gonna be a great player though. And then um, TJ Parker was right outside. He was right outside. So those are my three guys who weren't able to get in, and it hurt me that I wasn't able to get in. But that's why I feel like I need to mention them.
Those are some interesting names. I can't lie, because a couple of them are for sure on mine. I'll tell you that for
Man,
free. I'll tell you that for free. Uh, Before you get into 25 to 20, my three honorable mentions were uh CJ Allen, the linebacker from Georgia, Monroe Freeling, the tackle from Georgia. And this young man did not make my list. And people might think I'm crazy, but Makai Lemon did not make my list. Makai Lemon did not, unfortunately, did not make my top 25.
very, very interesting.
Yeah, he and not
Very,
saying he's not a good player. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I'm not saying that. But I feel like these other players would impact the team more and will be better players, I think.
yeah.
So what you got for me 25 through?
25, I actually have Freeland.
Okay.
I got
Fair.
Freeland. I just think um can't ignore just the potential there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we saw him in the combine. He's moves very well, has the size. I mean, a lot of people have him. I've seen him mock to go top 10. So
I've
this
seen it,
like
yeah.
people
Six to
might
the
even think this
Browns.
is low.
Yeah, six to the Browns. That's for sure been a
That's
hot
been a big
spot.
thing. So I don't have him that high. I think there's a few. I wouldn't even say concerns, but things I would like to see for me to have him as like a top 10, 15 player. His run blocking could be kind of
Yeah,
so I got him 5, and then 24. Another little surprise, I think, is Omar Cooper.
that's you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I like some people. Again, some people actually have him higher. I like him a lot. I think he's just like the definition of like a high floor receiver. I think he's going to contribute. I think he's going to contribute right away. Like he's going to come in and help a team right away. He might not be like a bona fide wide receiver one, but he's gonna be a good player, man. Like I said, high floor is I don't see any like bust potential with him.
Hmm.
Um 23, I got 23, I got Caden McDonald. I kind of wanted to get him higher. This is kind of where he fell. Again, high floor, I wouldn't it's not like he has a low ceiling. I mean, I think he has a high ceiling. He's another guy who's gonna come in and contribute day one. Uh Great run stopper, and then I think his ability he's not a pass rusher, but his ability to kind of, you know,
Push the
push the
pocket a little
pocket
bit.
back is kind of
Yeah.
getting overlooked a little bit, in my opinion. Um, and then at 22, I got our boy Sadiq. Got our boy Sadiq. Uh,
Yeah.
again, traits, ability, splashes of potential, tons of potential. Not much more to be said. And he's going to be a great, great football player. Only reason I didn't have him higher, production, to be honest. I'd have liked to see a little bit more, but also I don't put a whole bunch of emphasis on that because I still think he's a great player. 21, I got McNeil Warren. Man, I think I love that dude's film, man. I
It's
love his
really good.
film, size, speed, his just play speed. It reminds me a lot of Eman Worry, to be honest,
Hmm.
from last year. So got him at 21, and then 20, I got Peter Woods. Peter Woods, one of my having him at 20 won't sound like he's one of my favorite players in the draft, but he is one of my personal favorite players in the draft.
Hmm.
It was just a dog, man. Run stopping ability, pass rush ability, high ceiling. Again, that's not much more to be said. Great player. So that's
Yeah.
my 25 through 20.
Yeah. I'll say my 25 through 20 or 21, and then we'll discuss what we some of the players. Actually, at 25, I have Peter Woods at 25.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to what you said, pass rushing ability, can stop the run. Going into the season, was a top 10 player. For some reason, Clemson's program just fell off the face of the earth, so it,
Yeah.
it impacted everybody. But 24, I got Keldrick Falk. I got Keldrick Falk of what he could be, boatloads of potential there. He'll come in day one and be can't run stopper off on the edge. And I think he does have potential as a pass rusher. It will just take some time, but I do think there's potential there as a pass rusher.
Hmm.
Another defensive lineman at 23 is Zion Young. That's one of my favorite players. I think he's a guy. He's a
Yeah.
guy. And then I do think he has the tools to become an elite pass rusher. I think last year he was really good, just
Yeah.
as an overall player, stopping the run, rushing the passer a little bit. What they asked the Missouri defensive lineman to do is very similar to what NFL linemen do. It wasn't a whole bunch of, you know, stunts and
Hmm.
schematic, drawn up plays that, get get your defensive ends in predictable situations. It was one on one with the tackle, win. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Um, Number 22, another defensive lineman, TJ Parker. TJ Parker is also one of my favorite players in the draft. Just strong, long arms, crazy, speed to power is crazy. Just solid player. I don't think you can go wrong with TJ Parker.
Yeah.
And number 21, I have wide receiver Denzel Boston. I think Denzel Boston is. I think Denzel Boston is as close to the other receiver is closer to the other receivers than people think. To be honest, like I said earlier, Makai Lemon's not on my list. Amari Cooper's not on my list. He's with them. Actually, I think he's better than them.
Hmm.
So the size, the speed. He's not slow. He catches everything. He catches everything, and the routes are crisp. They're not these big lumping, herky jerky routes. So that's my 25 through 20. Well, I guess 20. My 20 is D'Angelo Ponds. Simple. The only reason why D'Angelo Ponds won't be going in the first round is because he's 5'9". But we saw him test today
Hmm.
and tested like a freak. 43.5-inch vert, ran 4.3 or 4.2. Like,
Great player.
and he's not this like player that tested freaky, but the films we saw him for 15 games last year for the national champion. He can play football. So
Yeah.
the only reason why he's not gonna get drafted high is because of the size. People are gonna draft Colton Hood. What's the other young man's name? Chris Johnson, Brandon Cisse. They're gonna draft those guys before him. I maybe, but when it's all said and done, D'Angelo Ponds is a better football player than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to Omar Cooper, dive into him a little bit.
Mm. Stewart.
So I like Omar Cooper, and I didn't going into the draft process like early draft. It was you kind of got fed. It was like a big three. It was Tate, Lemon, and Tyson. But when you put on Omar Cooper's film, it's it's wow. Like his ability after the catch, it's just like you said, it's a high floor receiver, and to be honest, he's going first round. I think.
Yeah.
With the dire need that teams need a receiver. I would not be surprised if he goes top 20, top 25, easy in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes before Makai Lemon.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player, and I don't think he's just slot specific as well. I think he can do multiple things around the offense.
Yeah. I like him, man, a lot. He's just, again, like I said, bro, he's gonna come in and contribute right away. Like some guys are like kind of project guys. Some guys are ready now, right now, and he's just one of those guys to me. Um, there was two that I wanted to um, address on yours. Zion Young was another one, I guess, that I felt like I should have had him in my honorable mention because I really, really, really like his game. Um, all those guys. So, like, when I did my PFF, I made 30, even though we're doing 25. All those guys are right there between 26 and 30. Zion, and then my honorable mentions, as well as Pons and TJ Parker. Keldrick Falk was also another one of those guys who, like you said, he's a great run um, defender. He's gonna come in kind of a project,
Mm-hmm.
especially at pass rush.
Yeah,
But like you
for
said,
sure.
I definitely see the potential there. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time, but really like him as well. Um, so yeah, man. Let's get in the
What you got for us? 20
uh
through 16, or yeah, 20 through 16. You said
for
you're 20
nine.
already, but
I said, yeah, okay. So I'll go. Yeah, so my 20 was Peter Woods. 19, I got Vega or however you want to say his last
Wane, I think.
one.
I think.
Uh, right, yeah. But nah, yeah, dude's a dog. I mean, that's a lot for first round. Best guard uh in the draft by far, pass pro run. I mean, great run blocker, great hands, great feet, he's mobile. You would think somebody that big may have mobility questions. Nah. He's- I mean, to me, like guard wise, he's kind of everything you want. Um, Another alignment, I got Spencer Fennell. Um, Versatility, great player, but also I love versatility, especially like if we're gonna get into what the if the Chargers were to go that route. I don't think they would, but you want a guy uh, with that versatility. Um, so yeah, I got Fano there. Now this next one, man, I think this is it's gonna come in hot for some people. Um, but I got Carnell at 17, and
you
that's a low for a lot of people, right?
you you are lying. I hopefully I don't know if the camera could get it.
You got all I did was look at your 17. I got Carnell at 17, man. Look,
Yes, bro.
good player. He's gonna be a good receiver. He's gonna be a good receiver, in my opinion. He's gonna be a good receiver. Nothing more, nothing less. He runs great routes. Solid player. I mean, I just to put it simply, bro, I think there's better receivers. I think there's receivers who's just gonna give you more. Um, but Cardinale's another one of those guys who's gonna come in and you know help on day one. I don't think the upside is crazy though. But I think he's a very, very smooth route runner, good hands. Not a burner, but he kind of finds ways to beat you. Yeah, man. That's just where I got him.
Yeah.
Uh, 16, and this guy actually shot up a lot for me because I remember at the beginning of the draft process, I didn't have him that high, but it is Caden Proctor.
Oh shit. 16.
16.
Oof.
He's been as a player, he's been growing on me a lot. Think he's at first it kind of like reminded me of like a lot of those tackles that come out of Alabama. They're like huge, but they can't really move that well.
A Leatherwood, a JC Latham.
Yeah, those kind of guys. But Proctor actually shows just a lot for that size. I mean, the dude is huge. He shows a lot of good mobility, good
Athleticism, yeah.
technique. Man, Uh, he's a good player, and then again, I think he can play guard. He can kick on the inside if needed to. So
For sure.
versatility there.
For sure.
Uh, So yeah, that's my 20 through 16.
Yeah, we're gonna convene. Like I said earlier, my 20's D'Angelo Pons, hell of a player. 19, I have Kenya Sadiq. Just like you said, the production wasn't there. But when you talk about a sick athlete, Kenya Sadiq is, and if you get him in a situation where you could feature him and you cook him with something. I just
Yeah,
didn't think he was as dominant as, what Tyler Warren was for Penn State. And I didn't think he has good hands, but like, Colson Loveland has like really good hands. So, and then obviously Brock Bowers the year before is a freak. So yeah, I had King Sadiq at 19. 18, I had Avion Terrell, another corner similar to Pons. I think Avion Terrell is just a hell of a cover guy. and won't and will get drafted after certain other corners due to size, maybe things of that nature. 17, just like you, Cardinal Tate. And like you said, I don't think Cardinal Tate's going to be a bad player. Actually, I think he's going to be a good player. But when I was watching the games and I'm just thinking about like how much of this is because Jeremiah Smith is on the other side.
Yeah,
How much of then like when we're talking about, Cardinal Tate's getting top 5, top 10-ish buzz. And I'm just like, when you talk about a top 5, top 10 pick, we're talking about, how dominant Malik Neighbors was coming out of college? You know how dominant Marvin Harrison was coming out of college? Things like that. You just kind of like, I don't. If I'm the Browns at 6, am I really drafting Cardinal Tate over some of these guys that will possibly be there, especially on the defensive side of the ball?
yeah,
I don't know. If I'm the Giants at 5, like I want to get a receiver on the other side of Malik Neighbors, but yeah, I could do that at the top of the second round. I think the Giants have 2 first-round picks, if I'm not. No, they don't. But yeah, I could do that at the top of the second round.
yeah,
To me, there's one high tier receiver, and then there's another group of really good receivers, and they're all bunched together to me.
yeah.
So yeah,
So it's not that strong of a receiver class, to be honest,
no,
but there's a few really good ones. Now, another person that I wanted to address when you said you're 25 through 20 that I forgot was Denzel Boston because I really like Boston.
yeah,
I agree with everything you said. He's usually receivers that size, their routes are kind of slow
herky
developing.
jerky.
Like, nah, he's pretty they're crisp, like you said, and in good hands. I think him and Carnell Tate are a lot closer than what people
They're right there to
they're
me.
I think than what people think. So I mean, again, he's gonna be a good player, man. He's gonna come in and help a team, but how much is he gonna change your offense? I don't think so.
Yeah, like for example, you know how when the Giants were starting off with Malik, and I don't mean to keep comparing Carnell Tate to Malik, but like, do you is Carnell Tate a receiver you can boom, that's your number one guy? You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong because I want to see him ball, but me personally, I just don't know. Um, so yeah, I got Carnell Tate at 17, and then at 16, I got Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Just crazy athlete, plays a safety position, how it's supposed to be played. I don't know where Toledo keep finding these DBs, but they can scout and they can coach. Because Mitchell, a couple years back now, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, sheesh. Now I wanna talk about Caden Proctor because I didn't have Caden on my list, and I liked Caden, especially for the Chargers before we hired McDaniel. Because I know this is not a Charger specific board, but like I do think he can play guard, and I think he'll be a good guard. Actually, I think he'll be a good guard because what I think Proctor struggles with, he can. It won't be as prominent at guard.
Yeah,
I just kind of wish what Proctor is. He's huge, and I wish he kind of played more that way, like
yeah,
more often. Because bro is 360, 6'6", I think, but it's a athletic 360,
so yeah,
350. It ain't
like
no
a nice 350 instead
yeah
of like instead of
it
nasty
yeah
350.
it ain't a nasty 350. It's not a Vince Wilfork, all these men 350. It's an athletic, strong built 350, 340. So I'm just like, I kind of wish he played kind of like just dumping dudes all the time. I know it's impossible, but like, you know what I mean? I kind of wish he played more like,
A little bit more of that.
yeah, a little bit more asshole to him. But
Yeah,
that's just me. That's me kind of being nitpicky-ish. But yeah, I think Caden Proctor is a great player, and I think if he goes to the right situation, whether it's Detroit, somewhere of that nature, even Houston, I think he'll be all right.
Okay.
So, what you got for me, 15 through 11?
I feel like this is where it gets interesting, man.
This is where it's gonna be a little telling, a little telling.
So 15, I got Akeem Mesidor. Now look, Akeem Mesidor is if he wasn't 25, 26 years old, same way.
Oh yeah, he's 15. He's 15.
Hey, if the dude wasn't 20, about to be 26 years old, whatever he is, I know he's old.
Yeah,
Be talking about him like, and I
top
know that
five,
matters. I'm not saying like it doesn't matter, but I'm making this relation based off of the best players, and he's one of the best players.
100%.
He's a lot higher than what where people got him. Um, I mean, the dude's a good player, man. Like we always talk about, he's ready to come in and help somebody right now. He's ready, like instantly. Um, so yeah, I got a king 15. 14, I got Avion, man. I got my guy.
Yep,
My
yep.
guy. I think I don't understand kind of he's not even that he's a little bit small for a corner, but he's not that small. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
not a midget. They act like he's a midget.
yeah, I don't understand why he's kind of falling like this. Like, yeah, it's been a little quiet for dude, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not
It's
feeling that.
very, you know what it reminds me of? It's very Trent McDuffie-ish. Like, you
Yeah,
know how Trent fell for some reason? It was just like, I don't remember why he fell, but it was just like, he's smaller, this, that. And it's just like, he can cover.
right. Yeah,
He can cover.
he could ball, man. It's not too many guys who can play that type of man-to-man sticky defense. So 13th, I know you didn't have him on here, but I got Makai Leonard, man. I got him on here. I just think he provides. If he wasn't, he's a little bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he reminds me a lot of JSN, to be honest. Other than that, I think he got everything.
Hmm.
Um, he has everything. The run after catch ability, great hands, great routes. I mean, he's physical for that size, breaks tackles, and kind of plays with that dog mentality. Um, the only reason why I don't have him like top 10-ish is because I don't think he necessarily has any elite
Elite
traits.
traits, yeah.
He's just a elite football player, like a great football player who's on the field. He's a baller.
Yep.
He's a gamer. So I got him there. 12, I got Thieneman. Got Thieneman. So he's that's my guy, man. I think we talked about he's one of the best defensive players in the draft, to be honest, to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the more and more I watch him, the more and more I'm like, he's projected to go top 20, and I understand it, but I even think that's a little too
Mm.
low.
But let me,
Somebody's gonna get a player, man.
he should, his range to me starts at 10. And I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 10
I wouldn't be
to
surprised at
Cincinnati.
all.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. So yeah, I got him there. I mean, we see him at the combine, the speed, the top end speed. He looked
Yeah.
good in the drills.
Don't let him be a white fool you.
Yeah,
That boy,
please don't.
don't let him be a white fool you. That boy is athletic as shit.
That's a baller, man. Um, 11, I got Van Sword Delane. Uh, I mean, he's pretty much everything you would want in the corner, like
Yeah.
size, speed, great feet. Uh, he could play man. He could. I think he's a little bit better at zone, um, but he can play man. He's only gonna get better and better at man. So, I mean, I just seen dude's pro day, man.
looking smooth.
really smooth. So yeah, that's my 15 through 11. I really like all those players a lot.
Yeah, so let me move on to my 15 through 11. 15, I got a key message George, just like you did. And I know, like, yeah, age is, it's important to a certain extent, but at the same time, I honestly don't give a fuck.
A good
Like, he's
player is a
20,
good player.
good player is a good player, and it's not like, but Akeem Mesdor is not like, oh, he was in college for 9 years and he transferred and he finally broke out because of this coaching staff. No, like he started out as a nose tackle, lost weight, played 3 tech, lost weight, went to edge, all of that. Like he's only been playing edge for 2 years. So, and I understand, like, if you're a team, for example, like the Dolphins, right? If you're a team like the Dolphins who are a few years away, taking Mesdor doesn't really make sense. But if you're a team that could make a run in the next few years, like next year, the year after that, and the year after that,
Yeah,
why not? Like, who gives a fuck about his age? 5 years. That's your Super Bowl window's not even that long. Your Super Bowl window is 2, 3 years max.
yeah,
What the Chiefs did is an anomaly. That's an anomaly. You don't have 10-year fucking Super Bowl windows.
yeah. It's not.
That's not how the NFL works. So, for example, if you are a contender, if you're the Ravens, if you're the Steelers, Chargers, Bills, all these guys, Patriots, if you take him right now, you got 5 years of his rookie contract. When it's over, he'll be 30, and then you do what you do. But you got five. He's in his prime right now. Got 5 years of him ready to go. Hakeem Messidor is a top 15 player for me in the draft. It's not even close. And like you said, if he was 21, 22, he'll be a top 5 pick.
100%.
14 for me is Vega Wane. I mean, just the best guard in the draft. Solid guard. To me, there's no bust potential for me. For me, bare minimum, he will be a above average guard in the league for me. There's
Yeah,
just no, I just don't think there's any weaknesses. Now, it's not Quentin Nelson, you know what I mean? But to me, I just do not see a way that Vega is bad.
yeah,
To me, there's just no possible way. Now, hopefully I'm not wrong, but I don't think he'll be bad at all. Number 13 is Spencer Fano for me. Utility, big feet. I just think he's a good tackle. And then he can play guard if you need him to play guard. That I just think Spencer Fano's, he had a rough game, I believe it was against Texas Tech when he actually played against some NFL talent, but I'm not worried about that, to be honest. 12, I got Dylan Thieneman, just like you. Now, people won't call me crazy or whatnot. I don't care. I think the gap between him and Downs is not that big, in my personal
I
opinion.
agree.
I think the gap
I
between
agree.
them is smaller than, because for the last 3 years we've been getting force fed that Caleb Downs is this, you know,
Generation.
generational all pro player, which in my opinion he is. He's
Yes,
great,
yes, yeah,
but Dylan Thieneman is
yeah,
he's good. He's good, and like I said, Caleb Downs would probably go top 8 at 10 at the Bengals. If they take Dylan Thieneman, great pick. Hell of a player, bro. Hell of a player. I originally liked McNeil Warren better, but then once I watched more and more Thieneman, I was like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then number 11 for me, the best receiver in the draft is Jordan Tyson. Now, I understand with all the medicals and stuff, it's probably why will drop. But when I
Mhm.
talk about what I saw in the field, Jordan Tyson is very Justin Jefferson esque for me. And it's him. For me, it's Tyson. And then a tier unders where you have Lemon, Tate, Boston, Omar Cooper. And then after that is where you have Concepcion and
Yeah,
Chris Bell, Skylar Bell, those kind of
I
guys.
agree. Yeah.
Anybody you wanted to dig into before you go into your top 10, your 10 through 6?
Not necessarily. I mean, we kind of had a lot of most people,
Yeah,
or a lot of
similar.
people, and if not, then I had him later or, uh, but yeah, I mean, I agree with pretty much everything you said. Um, my number 10 is Arvell Reese. Yeah, I got Arvell Reese, and I'm not low on Arvell Reese. So I got him at number 10, 10th best player in the draft. Now, he's a dog, don't get me wrong, but I think that there's people, the people that I have above him, I think, how do I phrase this? They're more system proof, I guess. I think Arvell, we still don't even really know what position he's going to play.
Fair.
Now, I think that he's going to be an amazing player once, but he has to go to a place where like they have to use him in the best way, or else it kind of, I could see, talent being wasted. It kind of reminds me of like he's way better.
Isaiah Simmons.
Exactly. But it kind of reminds me of that situation. He's way better than him, but way better traits, way better everything. But again, I don't know, man. I think there's no doubt in my mind that, I mean, he's gonna go to the Jets and they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They'll figure out how to use him, but I would like to see him. I would have liked to see him kind of dominate at a position for the number 2 pick, and I can't say that I have.
That's that's
Um,
fair. That's fair.
yeah. Um, and then so my number 9 is David Bailey, and that's another one where a lot of people have him top 3 even,
Yeah.
top 5 definitely though. Um, David Bailey, man, look, I like him a lot. Again, it's kind of one of those things where you can't ignore the production, you can't ignore the traits, the speed, um, the motor. Great player. He's going to come in and contribute right away. He's just not like one of those dominant, to me, edge rushers that we've seen go top 3, top 5
Yeah.
in previous years. It's just, I just don't see that. But I do think he's going to be really, really good. Uh, and he's going to be highly productive. I think he's going to cause problems for offenses just with that speed. And I mean, dude knows how to get to the quarterback. So,
Yeah.
and then I do have Mendoza at 8. I got Mendoza at 8. I mean, there's going to be people out there who see it and be like, well, why is he not number 1? He's going to go number 1. Look, it's a big board. Best football players, good football player, um, good quarterback prospect, but I mean, it's a weaker quarterback draft. Now, he's a good quarterback. He's going to be a really good quarterback, but I don't know. I kind of got to see it, man. I think some of the things he's good at, accuracy. I mean, he has a pretty good arm. He's able to layer throws very well. Um, I do think he kind of gets flustered and good for one to two bonehead plays a game,
Yeah.
which in the NFL that could
That
cost
should
you.
get you beat. That should get you beat.
But I do think he's going to be a good quarterback, man. There's other players I have above him who I think are better football players. Simply put, um, plus he's going to be a Raider, so uh, right. Um, and then 7, I got Jamal McCoy. Oh, this dude, man. Look, when you watch this film again, that's what they look like at the corner position. Um, I have him higher than so like I'll put it this way. For the Chargers, let's say Delane and McCoy were both on the board. If they took Delane, I would 100% understand. Because I think Delane's again, I think he's better in zone. But my type of corner, I like you gotta get up and take that. He's gonna get in your face. He's gonna put hands on you. He's not worried about getting. I mean, he competes, man. He competes at the line of scrimmage. Um, and he always almost wins the rep, like most of the time I've seen him play. Just a great player. I mean, weren't sure because of. I mean, he didn't play all of last year, but man, you seen the pro day, seen the drills. To me, that's all I need is to see. I know he's gonna be a
Facts.
really good corner. Um,
Facts. All I needed to see was him run.
yeah,
Him, do some drills. I was like, yep.
yeah. So yeah, that dude like him a lot, man. I wish he'd fall to the Chargers, but at the same time, I know there's really no chance. So number 6, I do got Jordan Tyson. Um, again, I think you said it best, and this is exactly how I was going to describe him. I do see a lot of uh, Justin Jefferson in there. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Justin Jefferson. I got to see him play in the league first.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to take away, if it's carrying a lot of weight in this sentence, but if we were
Yeah.
to take away the injuries and everything, man, I think he'd be
Top 5.
consensus top 5 to 7 player, like off the board.
Yeah.
I mean, just the mobility, man, the route running, is explosive. Dude's just nice, man. He's by far the best receiver in the draft to me.
Yeah.
Again, I understand it because of the injuries, but I'm not going off of injuries right now. So,
Yeah. So I'm gonna say my 10 through 68. I agree with everything you said there. 10, I have Mensor Delane. So you said, man, good cover corner, good in both man and zone. Like you said, he's probably better in zone. Good ball skills, good feet, patient. That's what a top tier corner looks like. That's what a first round corner looks like. Number 9 for me, I have Jamal McCoy. Right,
uh,
and it's when you watch last year's film, you're like, geez, he's like, this is Derek Stingley, this is
yeah,
Witherspoon, this is a top 5 type corner. Like you get picked top 5 when you play like this.
yeah,
Unfortunately, he didn't play, and I got all this recent film of the other players in my mind, so it kind of pushed him further down. But when he's right, when he's healthy, and me, like hate's a strong word, but I don't like zone corners. I can't stand it. Me personally, as a defensive coach, I want to play man to man defense and get up in your face.
he worked
No
for it.
easy throws. Make you work for
He
everything.
worked for
Make
it.
you work. So I have him at 9. 8, I have Francis, like Noah, the tackle from Miami.
Hmm.
Strong tackle. No weak. Not a whole bunch of weaknesses in my personal opinion. And he had to practice against Bane and Messidor all year, especially during camp. So
Yeah,
he's battle tested for sure. He's
yeah,
battle tested for sure. 7, I have Mendoza. You know, good quarterback prospect. If I was to for so people can get an idea, if I was to have him in a class, like for example, that class that came out a couple years ago with Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, I would like Mendoza better than Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix. I would like him better than all of those guys. So I would think that's kind of where I would have him. He would he have been the best quarterback last year? Him and Cam Ward would have battled it. Maybe I would have gave it to him, but that's where I would have had Mendoza. And 6 for me is Bailey. 6 for me is Bailey. You watch him. He's hard. He's not hard to miss, or he's hard to miss.
Yeah.
He's out there, no tape, no gloves, nothing on his arms,
Playing football.
just playing football.
Yeah.
Playing football like it's youth, like it's Mighty Might.
Yeah.
Yeah, just out there, spin move, long arms, speed off the edge. So what those we're gonna get to Bane later, but there's two different types of edges. And like it's one like him that will just cause havoc. And he's like he's not bad in the run game, don't get me wrong, but he's not on the field to be an all-star in the run game. He's
Yeah.
on the field to terrorize quarterbacks, right? So the reason why I have, Bane over him is because Bane to me it would just be better
Yeah.
all three downs. But Bailey's pass rushing upside, I think, is what will have teams drooling. So yeah, that is my 10 through 6.
Yeah. And I like it. I mean, pretty much got all the same players. Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll get into the top five, and I think I got one guy on here who's in your 10 through 6. That's at my five, and that's um Francis Francis Mayoga. I think that's Magoa. Not sure how you say it, but yeah, I mean, great tackle prospect. He kind of reminds me a lot of Panay coming out. I'm not just saying that because he's Samoan or Islander, but I think just the aggressiveness and the strength and mobility, kind of everything you'd want in a tackle prospect, in my opinion. So, uh, number four, I got Ruben Bain. So, like we were just talking about him, he's again another, like you said, three down, good in the run. He's an amazing pass rusher in my opinion. The only concern with Ruben Bain that people are concerned with is his arms, and I think that he'll figure it out. He's a great player. Great players figure things like that out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he has the bend, it has the speed, explosive, strong. Gonna be whoever gets him, man. They're getting a good edge rusher.
Getting that
It's that
dog.
simple. I don't know. People every year try to find ways to downplay, somebody like that.
People with good tape. They just
People with good
find
tape, yeah,
ways
try
to
to nitpick.
nitpick. Yeah.
So, yeah. So into the top three, man. Top three. Number three, I got Sonny Styles.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
got Sonny Styles, man. That's again, when we get into the top three, it's not much to be said about these players who are just great players. Sonny Styles is one of the better linebacker prospects I've seen in a really long time. Just
Bro,
plays
it's
it's man, the film is he just plays a kinda old school type of football, but he can play the sideline to sideline kinda new modern way that teams nowadays in the NFL want. Speed, obviously, we've seen what he did in the 40, which was ridiculous. Um, physicality, he just has a really, really good feel for the game, the linebacker position. So yeah, man, amazing player. Number two, I do have Downs. Um, again, not much more to be said. I think just a really, really, really good player. And he's been a really good player since I mean, he came into college. Uh,
yeah.
I really like, so again, not much of, like we were talking about earlier, gap between him and Thieneman as far as like impact, but I really like Downs for his versatility. Um, you could put him in the box, you could put him back. Like, there's a lot of, I mean, you could send him on blitz packages. He'll come up and he'll do it all. He's a do it all kind of player. And if he lands on the right team and the right system with the right defensive coordinator, he has the ability to completely change the trajectory of a defense. Again, it
Yep,
has to be you kind of got to know when to use him, but he's a Swiss Army knife. I mean, that's just who he is. Then obviously number one, I got Jeremiah Love. I think he's the best football player in the draft. I think he's the most impactful. Um, I mean, I kind of been going back and forth for a while about who I like um, more coming out between him and Genty last year,
oh
and
man, I like Love.
I think I like Love better, man. I just think the explosiveness is he's a big play waiting to happen at any time, like, and that's just so hard to deal with, man. The speed, the vision, the, the run after contact. It's just I think he has the ability to impact the team the most. Just a football player, and I think he's the best football player in the draft. So
100%, 100%.
yeah,
So let's get to my 5 through 1s. Very similar. Number 5, I got Downs. You know, when you watch Downs play, you're just like he's everywhere,
yeah,
and he's everywhere because his instincts are crazy. He makes plays on there's screens. He's out there tackle for a loss, plays down the field, breaking up passes. He's everywhere. He's very instinctual, but and people are like, oh, he didn't test very well. Well, you don't test during the games. Watch the game.
yeah,
He's everywhere.
yeah,
Downs is going to be he's going to be an all pro safety someday. He's going to be in the defensive rookie of the year combos if he stays healthy. Let me knock on wood. So Downs is a crazy football player, man. Number
yeah,
4, I have Ruben Bain. I have Ruben Bain at 4. And yes, people talk about his arms, which are very important at the edge position. You need length. But Bain wins in so many different ways. It's insane. And it's actually easy to watch when I was watching Miami's defense, because I'm just sitting there watching the edge rushers and I'm just like, and I thought Messidor had a crazy get off, and Bain is right there with him, bro. But Bain is just powerful. Like Bain is just you look at Bain's body, pause if needed, right? He's just like this dude is powerful. It's just like he packs so much power in in his body, bro. Like the Notre Dame tackle, I believe it was the Notre Dame right tackle. He just old school John Randall just elbow hump threw it through his ass and got the sack, bro. Like he's insane. He can win with speed. He can win with power. He's dominant in the run game. You know, so Ruben Bain is an insane football player. Number 3 for me is Sonny Styles. Now, I had the pleasure of watching Sonny Styles like prepare for the combine for like I saw him running and saw him. Now how I can understand how area scouts and all of these kind of guys fall in love with certain prospects. Cause I was seeing him run before the draft and I'm like, holy fucking shit. How is he that big moving that fast, bro? Like, I can just imagine there's a stretch play or off tackle play, and he's just sprinting down the running back sideline to sideline. It's insane. Now, just like I said with the Miami players, I'm watching him and Arvell Reese, and it's kind of criminal that Ohio State didn't win the the national championship. I mean, it's power to Indiana, and Miami, but it's like I'm just like, how you guys got all of this damn talent?
yeah.
Like it's insane talent, and y'all don't win. It's kind of criminal, but nonetheless, like Sonny Styles, I thought starting the year because I was watching Alvaro Reese at the beginning of the year, and he was dominant, dominant. Alvaro Reese was. Then before I got into the exercise, watching Sonny Styles in the championship game and then in the playoff, I'm just like, this zero guy is everywhere, blowing up guards, blowing up lead blockers. Like he's everywhere. Then I just started rewatching the games again. I'm just like, yeah, these last 4 or 5 games, Sonny Styles is playing linebacker better than I've seen a guy come out in a long time. Better than Jack Campbell, better than Quay Walker, better than whoever other first round linebackers that I've went in recent years. Like this is the best linebacker prospect I've seen in a long time, bro. He's amazing. And then number 2, I have Arvell Reese. Now I do agree with what you said. I do think kind of like how Atlanta did with Walker, the linebacker from Georgia last year. They just
Yeah.
moved him to full-time edge. I think he would benefit in finding a position and just being a all-star at that position.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching him at Ohio State, he was dominant in both spots. Edge, he was dominant.
Yeah.
Linebacker, dominant. I think it will be harder to do that in the league.
Yeah.
But I still think if you have him be an edge rusher, similar to what Michael Parsons was or is, he will be dominant.
Yeah.
He will cause problems. So Darvell Reese number 2, he's wow. And
Yeah.
then number 1, obviously, is Jeremiah Love, bro. Jeremiah Love is the best player in the draft, and it's insane. It's insane. Like to my recent memory, the only running backs I probably like better than J Love is Saquon and maybe Bijan. Maybe. Saquon was incredible, but Jeremiah Love is wild. I've never seen somebody with the hurdle success of Jeremiah Love, bro. Just jumps over everybody. Last year, bad knee jumping over people. 90 yards to the crib. I'm just like, this guy is
Some of them
incredible, bro.
disrespectful, bro. Some of them
Some of
just
them is crazy. Middle of the hole, just 10 feet in the air. I'm just like, he's insane, bro. And he's going to be a hell of a running back for whoever gets drafted or whoever drafts him. Hope for Cam Ward's sake, I hope it's Tennessee because that would create a little something. That would create a little something in Tennessee.
yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy that we went on that little drought where running backs don't mean anything. Now we're getting running backs picked in the top 5 again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
When
man, that's my 1 through 25.
yeah, man. I love the top 5. I mean, obviously has some of the same players. Um, pretty much everybody except for Reese. And that's I mean, once he figures it out, he's gonna be. I mean, he could be 1. He could be higher than
Yeah,
Jamal. But um, I just kind of want to see them commit to a position with him, and I do think it'll be edge. I do think. Well, I think it should be edge.
yeah.
But if they're gonna be moving him around and have him playing, you know, middle and then outside and then edge, and
It's kind of too much. It's kind of too much because you know how very similar to what you remember Brandon Staley. Like Derwin James had his worst years under Brandon Staley because it was just too much nonsense going around, bro.
yeah, it was
Jesse
all
Minter made it very simple. You're gonna be close to the ball, and now look, all pro, best player on the team. So like, I don't want to put so much on. I wouldn't want to put so much on Arvo Reese. Just make it simple for him. Play.
especially as a rookie. Like
Yes, exactly.
once you learn and kind of master, let's say edge, then you can kind of year 2, year 3, year 4, you want to do some other things with them. Stand him up, walk him back, have him drop. Like, sure, he's gonna do a little bit of that now. I mean, if he goes to the Jets, which I'm sure he will, Aaron Glenn, I mean, he's
Yeah,
pretty
they run
good.
a 3-4, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, man, he's gonna be a dog. Yeah, man, those are my 25. best players in my opinion, man, and time will tell us.
Yeah, time will
Very
tell,
soon
boy,
if we're
because
right.
we gonna be live for the draft, and some of these players will be available in the second round due to whatever, you know, happens with medicals or size, whatever the case may be. But when I was studying the class, man, I'm just like linebacker is very strong and edge is very strong. And throwing this back with to the Chargers, making it Charger related really quick. They just showed us, in my opinion, they just showed us that guard is just not important for them. In my opinion. And John Harbaugh was talking the other day. It's just well, he basically confirmed that Cole Strange is starting. And at this point, we'll see. It better work at this point.
Yeah,
Because if Cole Strange gives us some Mekhi Becton performance and gets my quarterback killed for another year, we're going to have some serious issues.
yeah.
There's going to be heads will roll, bro. Heads will roll for sure.
I actually think Cole Strange will be all right.
Mhm.
I think he'll be okay. Is he gonna be great? No, but he'll be. I think he'll be good enough. Yeah, and I'm cool with that. Honestly, if they're cool, they're comfortable with what they got at guard. I mean, they get paid millions of dollars, and I don't, to be a coach for a reason. So, I mean, Mike McDaniel has already proven how good of an OC he is. I'll trust it. But what I'm not going to accept is that they don't add another weapon. Like you can't. Like
Mhm.
it has to be some type of compensation uh,
Yeah.
trade off there. Like which I think they're trying to do clearly, especially at receiver. So yeah, man, I like you said, it better work, and I think it can. But they got to get creative, like I said in the
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah, for sure. They got to get creative, and whatever plan they got going on, it better look good in September, boy. Because I don't want to be right. I want them to prove me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong, and they seem to be okay with whatever they have at guard. They'll add a guard in the draft, I think, but I don't think it'll be first round.
Yeah, I don't think so
I
either.
think I think they're either looking to trade back. I know it's easier said than done, or they'll sit there and take whatever weapon is available or whatever edge is available. Because edge three is a dire need. I don't want to see Bud Dupree getting meaningful pass rush reps on my football team. I'm sorry, not
Not
interested.
2026.
Yeah, not in 2026. I'm not interested. So So yeah, we'll do some mock drafts here in the future, but that was our top 25. Hey, you got anything else to say to the peeps?
Got nothing, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. We're gonna be cooking up these post free agency mock drafts soon, so that should be fun. Uh,
Yes, sir. Also got a lot of things coming. Gonna be live for the first 2 days of the drafts. Y'all can get a lot more. But with that being said, it's time. Goodbye. God bless, as I used to say.
Sir.